welcome back to my channel and welcome my star guest, Miss Chasity Saunders.
Hi guys.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have her, you guys. I'm going to be showing her how to get the perfect red lip today and showing her my tips and tricks on how I get my red lip and what products I use. And we're just going to have a fun day. You guys ready or not?
It's going to be super fun.
Yes.
I'm ready. I hope y'all ready.
All right, Miss Chasity. So we are super excited to have you on the Lisa Chavez channel today. Like, I'm so excited. But my viewers and your viewers need to know a little bit more about you. So tell us some things, girl.
Sure. I can do that. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Chasity Saunders. I am a professional plus-size model and actress. I'm also a television host. But most people know me for my modeling. I have been doing plus-size modeling professionally for almost 8 years. I lived in New York City before living here in Los Angeles. And my big debut was when I started modeling for Beyonce Knowles. That kind of catapulted my career with doing Full Figure Fashion Week, landing the front page of the New York Times, and then the rest is kind of history. Ebony, Essence, you name it, I've done it. I'm launching my own clothing line right now, but I also model for some of the big ones. So Ashley Stewart, Target, Ava and Viv, Pink Club Wear, K2, Soho Girl, I could go on. But I just love modeling and I love fashion, I love beauty, and that's what most folks know me for. And outside of that, the TV hosting. So I interview some of your favorite celebrities on channels like BET and Centric and so on. And it's just awesome. Like I love living life. I love being an artist, whether I'm in front of the camera or interviewing someone behind the camera. That's like really what I love to do. And of course, beauty is a big part of that. So I'm excited to come and meet your followers and come to your channel and vice versa so they can meet you and your lovely self. And I love how you do your makeup. So I'm so excited. A lot of my clients love me to wear red lip. You know, I'm a professional model, not a professional makeup artist, but I always do my best. But I'm excited to be here with you today so you can give me some cool tips and tricks.
Thank you so much. And I admire you for I've been watching you for a long time. So I'm excited to show you. Yes, it's time to get started, guys. We're about to hook this face fob, okay?
Yes.
So give me a little like of your backstory, like, cause I am a model. I'm gonna stop saying I'm an aspiring model.
Yes, you are.
But what is your backstory, like your experience and where you kind of started?
So I always knew I wanted to do modeling ever since I was a little girl, and every chance I had, I was in front of a camera. When I was about to go away to college, it was at the end of my high school career, and I was desperately wanting to be a model, and every opportunity I heard about, I went for it 100%. So I just happened to be listening to the radio one day. I lived in North Carolina, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and they were having a go-see, like for, actually, let me start over. I'm sorry, maybe you can edit it.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to be a model ever since I was super young, and anytime I could get in front of a camera, I would. And I moved away from North Carolina to live with my dad when I was in high school. My parents had joint custody, and I would still tell my dad, like, you know, modeling was my dream. And so as I was approaching the end of my high school years, I was listening to the radio one day, and I heard that Wilhelmina Models was coming to North Carolina for an open call, and I'm like, oh my God, North Carolina, that's just 2 hours away.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell anybody, didn't tell my dad. I gassed up my little car and I drove down. I skipped school. I went to this casting and I made it to the end of the casting and they wanted to sign me. I drove back up to from North Carolina to Virginia to tell my dad, and I was like, oh my God, my dad's gonna kill me. I ditched school, but I'm gonna be a model, you know?
Yeah.
And so my dad was like, listen, you're about to graduate, and I know that modeling is what you wanna do, but you have to make some serious life decisions. Like, I'm gonna either give you money to start college, or I'm gonna give you money to start this modeling portfolio, you know? And I guess at the time, I wasn't really sure why, you know, I would kind of put my dream on the back burner, but I just always felt like getting your education was important.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know I really do want to be a model, but I think that, you know, beauty and brains is the most important thing. So I decided to go to college instead. I took the money my dad was giving me and I got my books and got my room all set up. But while at the university, I was also a model. So I did every single fashion show. I did university modeling for, our pamphlets, like anything I could do, homecoming fashion shows, you name it. I was doing every single thing that I could. And as soon as I graduated, I moved to New York City. So I didn't take that contract with Wilhelmina because I actually had a girlfriend at the time who went to school with me that was modeling already. And she was like, listen, Chastity, if an agency really wants you, you won't have to pay anything. You won't have to get any pictures done. They'll do all that and then you can pay them back later. And at this point, they were wanting me to start a portfolio, which was gonna cost me a lot. So long story short, I decided to just go to school instead and just do everything I could do to break into modeling at the same time. So I got my degree, literally moved to New York City the same week that I graduated. All I could think about was modeling. Like it was always what I wanted to do. Okay. And yeah, I was working at Music Choice Television in New York, loving the job, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. And 6 months in, Essence Magazine had an open call. I don't know if you remember this model or not. Her name was Mia Amber. She was in that movie Road Trip. So she was like the only plus size woman I'd seen doing what I wanted to do, modeling and acting. And she was having like a seminar. So I went to her seminar and, soaked up as much as I could. And Mia was amazing, God rest her soul. And I remember her telling me my pictures were horrible. She told me my pictures were horrible because I literally only had photos that were like my graduation pictures. They weren't professional modeling pictures. But I still took those pictures everywhere. So don't let anybody tell you anything about what your journey is going to be. You just got to go for it. I remember Essence having that open casting call like 6 months after I moved to New York. And I went with those horrible pictures. And I saw Mia Amber there and she was like, what pictures do you have with you? And I'm like, the horrible ones. But out of everybody there, Mia included, I booked the job. And that was my first professional modeling job. And I remember the artistic director over at Essence was like, you're so beautiful. You have like this beautiful light about you. What agency are you with? And I'm like, well, I'm not signed to an agency, but I absolutely want to be. I wanted to start modeling a long time ago, but I went to college first. And she's like, calm down. You have what it takes. I'm gonna put you in touch with somebody. So fast forward, she got me in contact with my first agent. My agent signed me on the spot. And then my first job was for Beyonce and Tina Knowles, and the rest is kind of history. So it was rough in the beginning. I definitely had to move around. I took some chances. I did it my way, but it eventually still happened.
Yeah. And you're following your dreams and you're like right there close to your destiny. Yeah. How do you deal with those naysayers? Because it's like they come stronger the closer you get.
It's true. My family is going to be so mad at me one day when they see this, but I actually had people in my family that were, looked at me like I was crazy. Like, you're going to do what? You're moving to New York City? Like, this is right after I graduated from college. You're expecting me to go out, get a decent job, whatever. Yeah. And I was like, I've always wanted to do this. This is my dream. I went and I got my degree first, and now I feel like I'm ready, And they're like, but you're going to move to New York. Everybody was super scared. My parents were pretty supportive though. They were pretty supportive. My mom and dad, my immediate family. And with their blessings, I packed up my my Toyota Camry to the brim with everything I could fit, and I moved to New York, and I just went for it. And I had a lot of people telling me that one, modeling is hard. Two, being a plus size model is extremely hard, is what they said. But it actually, if it's for you, it won't be hard, and it will feel so right, and it's always felt so right. And here we are. For me, it's been years, and I'm so blessed because when I first started out, I did have those naysayers, and it wasn't easy to just turn the other cheek and not listen to them. But I always knew that God had told me that this is something He wanted me to do. Yeah. And every time I went for it and gave 100% and worked for it, I got it. And it wasn't hard. It just happened. There have been times that were hard, and it was hard to listen to what people were saying because you're always being judged. As a model, you're on camera every day, people are judging the way you look. what your body looks like, what your hair looks like, what your skin looks like. I remember one time when I was modeling for Miss Tina and Beyonce, Miss Tina noticed that my fingernail was chipped. I mean, down to the last little detail. People pay attention to everything when you're a model, so you have to, I would say you have to really love yourself and know who you are. I'm really blessed that I'm from the South, because in the South they love a curvy girl, and if you're not curvy, it's like, girl, go eat a burger. You know, you need to put some meat on your bones. And I thank God for making me a Southern belle to my spirit, to my heart, to my soul, because I've always loved myself, and I've always been told that I was beautiful. And so by the time I moved to New York City, nobody couldn't tell me I wasn't beautiful, because I knew that I was, you know? And I'm so glad that God kept me covered until I was old enough to really stand in my own firm belief of who I am and my natural ability, just as a woman, not even as a model, but just as a woman, to believe that I'm beautiful inside and out, you know?
I feel you on that. We have a lot in common, because I'm from Arkansas, rural.
Yes, hey, Arkansas.
South,
My roommate in New York was from Arkansas.
Wow.
Yeah, Michelle. Shout out to Michelle. I love her. So it's just really cool to have those friends. Us Southern girls were the best. I love Michelle. Love my Arkansas girls. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, girl, so you know contour is very important to us. It just brings your whole look together. It gives you those sculpted cheeks. Like, what's your favorite part about contouring or highlighting? Like, is it highlighting or contouring?
Okay, so I like to think that I'm a professional makeup artist because I do my makeup so much when I'm doing jobs. A lot of times I'm on sets where I have a makeup artist, but there's also a lot of times where I'm doing like e-commerce work and they ask me to come hair and makeup ready. And so I try to beat my face, as one of my good friends would do. But I think that the contour is definitely important, but I would say I live more for a highlight. With contouring, I'll use like a Bobbi Brown stick on my face and just give a little dimension. I thank God for chiseling my face the way he did, because I don't have to do a whole lot of it, or maybe I just don't know how, which is why I'm here with you today, so you can teach me some tricks. But I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight palette. Love Anastasia. Love, love, love. I actually did some modeling for her last year when they were expanding the line to include foundations. I did some modeling for her, but I love her highlight palette. I think that's really dope.
Well, right now I'm contouring your face, like you can tell. I learned this tip from Kim Kardashian. She does like the 3. Well, if you have high cheekbones, which most Southern girls do, we kind of want to take away from making them look higher. You know, we want it to look all together. So instead of doing a 3, I kind of do, turn this way, I do the sides of the forehead or your temples, and then I kind of leave this right here a space because it'll round your face more if you close it all in. So I do the sides of your forehead, and that right here is so harsh, but you can drag the brush, and then straight right here where your natural cheekbone is, and just a little under your jawline.
So do you use like something that's a little darker? What do you like to use?
I usually go about 2 shades darker. More of like let's say you have a brown undertone, so you want to use something brown. With me, I don't want to use something like red because I'm more of a brown undertone too. If I do something red, it'll look too harsh. So you want to do something the shade of your skin, just a couple shades darker, and get you a natural contour. So me, I like a booming highlight. Like I highlight my nose, all of it, girl. I like to glow. So where do you like to highlight most?
Same. I love my nose to be highlighted. I like to do a little bit of my cheeks to be highlighted, and then I'll also touch like my forehead and my chin. So I'm a like all around highlight girl too. A lot of times when I have to do my own makeup, I'm working for companies where I am modeling like sexy club wear, and so they want you to look like you're going out. So the more glow, the better.
Right.
The more I like, how
that makes you look really dewy and like that wet look at night. It's a really good effect on your makeup. So I'm trying it. And then on the nose, girl, go in with the nose. Because you do that little petite, cute nose.
Yes, everybody loves a cute little button nose. No, I see today you're using a powder, but do you ever use liquid highlighter? Because I've wanted to dabble with that, and I always wonder.
Yeah, the thing with the liquid highlighter, I use the e.l.f. liquid lighter, and I use that as a base because highlighter it lasts longer when it's wet or kind of misty.
That's
So
what
if you do like a liquid highlighter and then put the powder on top of it, it'll be blinging, and that base, I use the liquid one as a base, so I never usually do it by itself. So I'm about to use my Morphe palette. You guys know I love the Hey Girl Hey palette. It's my favorite palette by Morphe. Has all the perfect mattes and shimmers. I'm gonna use some today, girl.
So I'm gonna be honest, I don't own anything from Morphe, so tell me why you love this palette. Okay.
Not only is it super pigmented, but I like this one because it contrasts from like light to dark, all the shades of me. And me, I just got into eyeshadow. So before like eyeshadow intimidated me, I have hooded lids and you do too. So it was like, I don't want to do too much because I'm not trying to scare the kids.
Okay.
But now that I have learned how to work with my eye shape, I'm all for this palette. Okay. You should definitely get a Morphe palette, and they're very inexpensive. So.
Okay. I'll be honest, when it comes to eyeshadow, I live and die by MAC's Amber Light. It's my go-to, especially with modeling. I'm on set a lot of times and I'm doing like club wear type shoots. I model a lot of like sexy clothes. Yeah. So they want you to be shining and look like you're going to the club, but I am so open to trying other eyeshadows, and I hear a lot about Morphe. So.
Now the thing with hooded lids, something I've learned is you want to do a dome shape. A dome shape allows you to put the product in a certain place and then blend from there. Instead of blending the whole time, you create a dome right in the center of your eye. Then you take a bigger, fluffier brush and you blend the outer parts of the eyeshadow. So you don't mess with the center, you just blend the outer parts, the edges of the shadow. All right, so we got your lashes on.
Ooh, my lashes.
Yes, now we're gonna move on to lips. Now with red lip, I have to do a lip liner. I feel like red lip can get a little smudgy. It's messy, it's like the messiest lipstick ever.
I agree.
So lip liner will help it keep in place.
Yes. Now, what lip liner do you use? I swear by Cherry MAC lip liner.
I like
it's
that
so
one.
good.
I like that one. I actually use a Nika K Bold lip liner.
Oh, never heard of that. Okay.
Yes, and it's a rolly, so I like those.
And it looks creamy. I like a creamy liner, something that's not gonna hurt your lip when you're putting it on. Okay.
Now, I personally like the Smashbox the glitter lipstick. I'm not sure what color this is, girl, but it has a number.
Okay. I like Smashbox.
I
do like Smashbox. I have never used that one before. It is really pretty. I'd be down to use yours. As we have my favorite. So, Too Faced Melted Red. I believe. What is the name of it? Is there a name? Lady Balls. Of course, it would be called Lady Balls. But it's my absolute favorite red lipstick.
Can I swatch this, girl?
Yes, of course, girl. It's bomb.
Oh my. It's like blood. I like those bloody red lipsticks, you guys. Look at that. That pigment is amazing.
The pigment is amazing. It's literally my absolute favorite red lipstick.
Wow, I'm gonna
even over Ruby Woo, and I mean Ruby Woo held it down
for the
longest. It's the GOAT.
I love both of them, but since you wear these a lot, we're gonna use my Smashbox today.
Okay.
So one thing I like to do after I finish everything for that sweat-proof LA summer heat.
Oh my goodness.
Girl, I go back in with a little bit more translucent powder, just a little, and I use the Airspun powder. That's just at Walmart for like $4.
First of all, I need you to do a detailed list of all of the stuff you buy, because you literally, I mean, you just cut my budget in half, more than half. But I love a good translucent powder as well. I use AJ Crimson. He's amazing. He's a celebrity makeup artist, but he also has his own makeup line, and I love him. I actually featured him on my YouTube show, VIP Happy Hour, for my beauty segment. Thank you. We're in season 2 right now. It's going really good, so you guys definitely go check it out, VIP Happy Hour on YouTube. But AJ Crimson is my favorite. He's so bomb, and I featured some of his lipsticks last season on the show. But he also has an amazing translucent powder that one of my friends and makeup artists put me onto.
And he's black owned?
He's black, yes, and he owns his own company.
Support
AJ
the
Crimson
cause.
Beauty. Yes, for sure.
You guys have to go check out VIP Happy Hour.
Yes.
Bomb,
check it
and
out.
it's very encouraging. I love a good web series where you can relate, and it's like, you know, it's like every day. It's not like TV. I feel like watching it online, you can be more relatable, and I fell in love with this. So you guys make sure you check that out. I'll have all the details below in the description box. Make sure you check that out. I think we are done.
We're done. What do you guys think?
So girl, how do you feel about this red lip, honey?
I love it. I think it's so pretty. It's outside the box of what I normally do.
It looks so good.
And change is good.
Yes.
I like it. It's really
You
pretty.
guys, look at that lipstick. It's just perfect. Oh my gosh. You guys, that completes this look. Oh no, it doesn't. I lied. You want to finish off your look with your finishing spray. Today I'm using the Hard Candy finishing spray. You guys, this is only $3 and it works like the Urban Decay. Like, it's a dupe.
I was gonna say I use All Nighter,
Yes,
Urban
me too.
Decay, so
I just
put
found
me
out
on.
this is the Hard Candy. You guys can get it at Walmart, Target, Walgreens, and it works like the All Nighter Brew.
I'm switching.
You want to make sure you hold it about 4 to 7 inches away from your face. And I like that this one comes out in a mist. Alright you guys, thank you so much for coming to watch, and thank you to my guest star Chastity. I had an amazing time with her, giving her all my tips and tricks on how I achieve my red lip. Please make sure you check out the description box for all of Chastity's social media and also her web series. Make sure you go check that out. It's amazing. Where can they find you on Instagram?
At Chastity Saunders on Instagram, or you can find me on at Shop Ronnie Lee, which is my clothing company, or at Official VIP Happy Hour, my TV show.
Yeah. Well, that's it, you guys. Y'all know where to find me. I'm your girl, Jaleesa. Follow me on Instagram at JShabay.